These are the unsung heroes. Unsung heroes. These are the unsung heroes. Unsung heroes. These are the unsung heroes.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Unsung Heroes. I am your host, Robert Ogola. On this podcast, we have been highlighting stories of people who have made an impact in the lives of the street children. And today we want to highlight a story like no other. This one you have not heard. I have with me a guest that will share a story that will change your life, it will impact you, and it will give you a reason to want to live and change the life of another person. My guest, welcome,
Thank you.
Casper.
Pastor.
Tell us your story.
Okay, well, my story, I'm a skateboarder from Denmark.
Okay.
And within skateboarding, we have a lot of NGOs going around the world, building skate parks in poor areas and
Yes.
allowing children to come there. And I've always looked at all these NGOs going, this is awesome. I want to be a part of this somehow.
Okay.
So I texted this NGO called Skate Aid, and I was like, I want to be a part of this. Where do you need me? And they sent me three locations. I think it was Nepal and somewhere in
Yes.
Kenya, and I was like, I know nothing about Kenya. I've never been to Africa. This sounds good. So I volunteered with them at a skate park in a slum called Kibagare. It's in Kangemi.
Okay.
And my job there was mainly just maintaining the skate park, teaching the kids how to skate, and just opening and closing every day.
Okay.
But through this, I met all the skaters, and I really fell in love with the skate scene here.
Oh, yes.
And there were two young boys. They were just part of the crew. Balo, who was maybe, I think he must have been 12 at that time. And Mwangi, he was around 13,
Okay.
14.
All right.
And they were just part of the crew. So they came to the skate park and we skated, and I went to the street with them and we skated around the city with all the guys. And then I can't remember how, but somehow like we were in the city skating and everybody was going back home. And Bala and Wangu was yeah, this is our home. And they went into like, they had this small sewage with cardboard boxes and something,
Yes.
and they went to sleep there. And I was amazed. I had known these guys for like a few weeks or something. I was like, whoa, you're living here and everybody is going to their house. So this got me thinking. And also just coming from Denmark and experiencing downtown Nairobi and with all the street kids, it's something else.
Yes.
In Denmark, we have, I want to say 0 street kids. You don't see kids living in the streets. No, somebody might be in the street for a few days, but that's it. It's not a thing there.
Okay.
So you're blown away when you come here and you see kids sniffing glue and you see the circumstances. So just imagining these two guys, just one of the skaters, guys that I love skating with them, and I really like their character, and they're really, really good guys.
Yeah.
They went to the street and we all went to our comfy beds. So this got me thinking. And at the skate park was built at an orphanage. So my initial thought was, oh, these guys, they need to be at the orphanage. So I was talking to the orphanage for months and months on end, but nothing really happened.
Oh, yes.
And I think the main reason why they couldn't join was because they were of age, and when you have an orphanage, you want kids to join earlier.
When they're very young.
Yeah, so you can like mold them.
True.
And my time as a volunteer, I was there for 6 months, and it was coming to an end. And I had an apartment, and I was like, this orphanage thing is never gonna work. I'm just gonna prolong my rent for maybe 3 months or something like that, and you can stay here, and we'll figure stuff out.
Okay.
So they moved into my apartment along with one of the other skaters, a guy called George, one of my close friends, and he would be sort of their guardian,
Oh yes.
sort of their mentor.
He was older than them.
He is definitely older. He was, but he was still a young man. He was like in the beginning of his 20s, maybe 24 or something like that at that time. And I was 27, I think. So they moved in and were with me for the last couple of days of my stay. And then I was like, you 3 guys, you stay here. I'll go to Denmark. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
So I flew back home, and they stayed. And then I've mainly been providing the funds for their schooling,
Okay.
for the housing, and basic necessities like food and stuff. So they went back to school immediately.
Oh, yeah.
And then a few years went by, and we sort of realized that we're in pretty deep here.
Yes.
We don't know anything about this. We're just skateboarders. We're just helping our friends. And
Yes.
when you're dealing with street kids, it's complicated.
Yes.
It's super complicated.
Yes.
And we didn't know anything about it. And all of a sudden, we also had to deal a little bit with like authorities. They need an ID. You need to deal with the school, like all this stuff that you definitely can't do from Denmark.
Yes.
And I was trying to come here as much as I could. Like maybe 2 times a year I could make it down here and make sure that everything was going okay and stuff. But we needed some help, so I contacted Bradley and the Smile Foundation.
Okay.
And we sort of partnered in this.
Oh, yeah.
So they were still living with a guardian from the skateboarding community. So guys they had known for a long, long time. I think they, the story with Bala and Wangi is that they came living in the street, and the old Uhuru Park
Yes.
was different. Like it's been renovated recently, but in the old days it was the main skate spot in the city. And it was the main spot for street kids almost.
Yes.
So they joined forces there. Like Bala and Wangi, they went to sleep at Uhuru Park and they saw all the skaters. And you borrow a skateboard one day, you borrow a skateboard the next day. And all of a sudden, you just realize these kids are so talented. They're so talented. So people wanted to provide them with boards. They wanted to help them out. And they just became part of this amazing community
Yes.
of skaters. Yeah.
Casper, let me ask you. Before you came to Kenya,
Yeah.
did you know that you have a heart for helping out?
I don't think I would have described me that way. I had a heart for skateboarding, and I had a heart for exploring the world.
Yes.
And I think maybe in Kenya I discovered that I think it's hard to come from Denmark to Kenya and be around street kids that much and not do something. Like you need to have a feeling that you're doing something. You need to place this feeling somewhere.
True.
And I'm not saying everybody should adopt 2 kids from the street, but you need to feel like, okay, I did this and I'm fine.
Everyone should help somewhere.
Yeah, and just for themselves. Yeah.
Now, before you knew you could be this new person,
Mm.
I think we can safely say that if we expose ourselves to an environment which is different
Mm-hmm.
from our environment at home,
Mm-hmm.
we get to see the other side of who we are.
Oh. Yep.
If you expose yourself to an environment that has war, there's no peace, then you come to an environment which has peace. Then you get to see the difference.
Mm.
How different has your life been since you started helping these two boys?
It's definitely given me some purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely, I feel like I'm doing my chore in the world.
Yeah, true.
So that's made a big difference. And also I worry a lot more.
You care a lot more. You never used to worry.
No, I didn't. I used to have no worries.
If you-
Now I have the worries of 2 street children.
Okay.
That's
Maybe you tell us something a bit about your life before.
a bit about my life before. Well, I grew up in the countryside.
Mm-hmm.
I was skateboarding from a very early age,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like that's one of the things that I really connected with Kenyan skateboarding. Is It was small.
Mm-hmm.
Like where I came from, people didn't like us. We were like a small group of skaters, and this made us really tight knit.
Yes.
And then you go on. I moved to the big city, and it's really overexposed with skaters everywhere. So that's one thing I really fell in love with when I came here. It's how special it is here, how special the culture is here, and that people really need each other because you're not accepted. Your parents doesn't think it's a good idea that you go skateboarding. Society don't like you going skateboarding. The cops don't like you going skateboarding.
Yes.
So I really connected with this outsider mentality you had here.
Yes.
And I think that also gave me a connection to Balo and Mwangi because they're even more outsiders. Like the way people look at street children in Kenya is crazy. So you had these like outsiders within an outsider group.
Yes.
So I think I connected a lot with that. Yeah.
True. I don't know how much or how long you have walked in the streets.
No.
You haven't walked.
No, I did. This is my experience.
This is your first experience.
With street children and anything that resembles it. I come from a media background. I do editing.
Okay.
So dealing with these two guys, that's my experience with street children.
In this program, we highlight the gains or the positive things that have been done
Yeah.
by people who are not known, people like you. Kenyans did not know you existed until you took to yourself to help these two boys. Every story has a hero in it. We could call you their hero, but still you could also see them as your heroes because then they also changed the way you react and the way you relate with other people, and even things that are done by people who don't have a lot of money and good life. And because we do that in this podcast, what would you say to people who are like you, who want to bring a change, who don't want to complain? They want to also do something that will bring a difference in someone else's life.
Like if they have that intention, they should just go for it, I guess. But it's like you're saying, the benefits of doing it is immense. You get so much back, and I don't feel like they're a hero at all. It's like you're saying, it's completely inversed.
Yes.
Like seeing how they flourish, how they learn new stuff, how they take to new challenges. It's amazing. And it gives me power. It gives me power for my life. So it's exactly like you're saying. Like everybody benefits from this.
True. I've had an opportunity to sit with street families. And these people, they're very strong. You saw the living conditions in which they were living in. They were okay with it. You're the one who was not okay with it. They were not stopped by their level of life. They could still chase after their passion, after their talent. Could you say that without problems, it is not easy to find yourself? Could we say that? Or without challenges?
I think there's something about that. You rise to the challenge,
Yes.
and yeah, there's definitely something about that. And also, like you're saying, they had the energy to go pursue a passion. That was the main difference I saw from them to other street kids. That just that little spark of, I like riding a skateboard.
Yes.
I know why I'm here today. I'm here to ride. I'm here to do this trick.
Yes.
I think subconsciously it gave me like a bit of hope, and like these guys just need a little push.
Yes.
Because they already have that spark. That they had kept something alive by having a passion.
Yes.
So just a small push, and then they're going. Yeah.
I can tell you, if you give them more time, you will see a lot more than what their life is able to produce now. And not just them. Your story inspires even our listeners to know that we should live beyond ourselves. Not just me. How can I make a difference in another person's life? When I hear you, I remember my life 10, 15, 20 years ago. I was very shy. I could not speak in front of two people at the same time. That was a lot for me. But life exposes you to what you don't like. What you don't like is what comes to you. Then you begin to like it. Then life changes from there.
Sure.
You say that you're a media person. From your experience with these two boys, what can you bring to the media people that can bring this difference in what they do?
I don't think I've really looked at it like that.
Way?
Not really. It's I've thought more about the benefits it brings to me and to them. Actually, I know that it's beneficial to tell stories about
Yes.
street kids, but it's never really been my focus in any way. So I don't think I've really brought it to my media work, actually.
All right.
But yeah.
I feel what you're saying, because I know it is now. It's very important to see life from the eyes of the other person. Sometimes we don't know what we can do until we see what another person can do better. Then you begin to ask yourself, so what can I do better? So what do I know how to do?
But I mean, of course, it broadens your perspective, and it gives you a heart towards people that you don't understand, because now I'm getting up and personal with guys who are so far from everything
Miles
I
away.
know. It's on another planet, but now they're my friends, and now I know their struggles.
Yes.
So of course it broadens your perspective.
it even humbles you.
Mhm.
You become, you begin to accept people the way they are,
Mm.
and not to have a problem with what they cannot do. It has also made me see life differently. There's something God and life gave me that He did not give you.
Mm.
If you look at me like your brother or your sister without any difference, then there's a lot of change that both of us can do. I like the way you brought Bradley of Smile Foundation into the picture. You asked someone else
Mm.
to tag along with you to try and find help for these two boys. Usually when someone wants to do something positive, either to someone or to the community, many people want to hide.
Mm.
And after they do it, they want to say, I'm the one who did that thing. They want to take
Yeah,
the positive side of the story
of
away
course.
by themselves.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. I it's not very charming, but I could see myself doing that as well.
Mm.
It's like you want recognition for what you're doing,
True.
and also you don't want to feel like, hey, look at me, look at what I'm doing.
Yes.
So it's very human, I guess.
Yeah, it's human. It's human. And it takes a lot of time to kill that human side
Mm.
so that then you can become a different person.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to ask about your life from here. From the change you have seen in these two boys, is there something else you've planned to do, either to make your life better or another person?
No, I think this situation with Palo and Mwangi, it sort of landed in my lap. It was sort of like meant to be. And I had the passion for these young men. So I don't have big plans of something else.
Yes.
I think I have a small hope that these boys can take what they got out of this situation and bring it to people that were in their situation.
Okay.
But I don't want to be the boss of it. But I'm not gonna lie, that I have a small hope that that might happen one day.
Okay.
That they can take what they got and pass it on someday.
Have you imagined that maybe when you sit with them, you'd want to learn even their language?
Oh, I'm trying. I'm trying.
Which language have you mastered, or at least?
I wouldn't say I've mastered anything, but Mwangi is currently my Swahili teacher.
You know some little Swahili.
Kidogo tu.
Kidogo tu.
Nasema Kiswahili kama mtoto miaka 3.
Lakini ni Kiswahili kizuri.
Asante.
That is very good. It is so inspiring when our viewers will watch what has become of you. You know, when you sit with someone, there's something you learn from them, or there's something they transfer to you. I could say you have done very well. Beyond offering help, you have done something extra even to learn a language is not easy. When you're fully grown, it becomes very hard. How long has it taken you to be able to say a sentence?
I mean, I've been coming here for a long time, so I've picked it up slowly. By slowly.
Yeah.
But the whole teacher-student, it's been maybe a year or something. But something amazing happened hiring Mwangi as my tutor. And how can I say, the power balance sort of shifted. Because up until that point, he wanted something from me all the time. Like, give me money for food, give me this. He was dependent on me only.
Yes.
And now I want something from him. I want to learn your language.
Yes.
And that has been amazing.
Hmm.
Like shifting the power a little bit, that has been really awesome. And I've really seen him flourish in being able to give something back to me. Like,
True.
he might not have the funds to help me with my life, but he has something to give.
He's given you a language,
He has.
and maybe now he feels a bit more confident about himself as a man. Because sometimes when you don't have anything to offer, you feel useless. So I think that exchange, which actually is what we need. What do you have that I don't need? Can we exchange? Will it make my life better? That is what it means about bringing a change or something good in someone's life.
Yeah.
I have picked different examples from people. Of course, there are people who are better than us. There are someone who's better than you. How do you take that better than you from someone and allow them to share it with you? I think you will need to have a conversation with Mwangi to ask him to tell you how much teaching you a new language has changed his life. You will be amazed. He will speak for an hour almost. Yeah. No, because that in itself is an ability to teach.
Yeah.
Not many people can teach. Do you teach people to know how to use skateboards? Are you a teacher?
Not really. The thing with skateboarding, you teach yourself.
You teach yourself
Yes.
until you become a pro.
The ground will teach you to skateboard.
That means you have to fall too many times.
Yes.
You've ever broken any bones?
Many times.
And you're still doing it.
Of course. Of course.
You're not afraid of the fire.
No.
Oh no. You should teach that to Mwangi, because many people give up when they fail the first time.
Yeah.
I've also learned something from you. It doesn't matter how long or how many times you fail. Keep on doing it until it works. I'm happy to have had you in the program.
Thank you.
I will call you again. Will you come?
I don't know if I have
Next time
anything else to talk about.
We will be talking Swahili.
Okay, I'm not coming.
We'll be talking Swahili, so that we inspire our listeners.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll see you in 10 years.
Thank you so much. Our guest, you have heard from him. His name is Casper. I don't discriminate. I have brought someone from not from this country, and you can hear the story. Can it change your life? Has it changed your life? Those are the conversations we are running on this podcast. My name is Robert Ogola. I have been your host. Join our social media pages. Our name is Smile Foundation Kenya. Let's meet on the next episode. Thank you.
It's the Unsung Heroes. Unsung Heroes. It's the Unsung Heroes. Unsung